Hi there. Nestor Hernandez is accused of shooting and killing two healthcare workers just moments after his girlfriend had given birth. Hernandez, who was actually out on parole at the time for aggravated robbery, was granted permission by the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to be at the hospital for her delivery. After the baby was born, police say he hit his girlfriend with a pistol that he brought in with.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Tune in on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Come join us on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Join us on Peachy Time. Peachy Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, they'll best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm gonna say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody gonna clean it up.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. What's goody? What is goody, baby? He just had to sneak on up in there. What is goody in your city, baby? It's pretty good on my block, baby. It's pretty good on my block. Wait a minute. Why my background look like this? Hold on, y'all. I just noticed this. I'm like, what? Today is not Monday. Today is Wednesday. So does that mean I got the wrong backdrop up too? I think so. Yeah, hold on. We gotta change up. Today is, what is it? It's Wednesday. It's Peachy News Day, baby. It's Peachy News Day. So let me see if I can find, here it is right here, 11:15, 23, backdrop, baby. There it is. There it go. Let me pull me back down so y'all can see what this background looking like for tonight, baby, because we got a star-studded Yeah. Ain't nobody playing with y'all tonight. And Jason ain't playing with y'all tonight either, baby.
Yeah, what up, though, family members? I see y'all. What's good, Kinfolk? How you doing, sis?
I'm good. I can't complain. It
That's
was a
what's
rough
up.
day today.
It's been rough, man. It's been rough. Shout out to my brother Pooley, man. What up, though? Yeah, I'm saying, got to shout out to Badarski. Yeah, I mean, but big shout out to everybody out there that is watching. We see Carmen is in the building with us, so I appreciate that. If you guys are all in the building, make sure you double tap that screen if you're on that type of platform. If not, and you're on Facebook, hit that like button. If you're over on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the follow button. Also hit the bell notification at the top of the screen so you know when we go live, you won't miss a show from Peachy Tea Time. Now, here's the dope part about it, right? We are going to be concluding with Facebook. You know what I mean? We're going to be moving all the way over to YouTube and over to Roku TV. That's right. We're going to be on Roku TV. So here's what y'all going to need to do, man. Make sure you're following us on YouTube. But not only that, get the Roku app if you don't have it, but also you can do the Roku television. Automatically comes with it. You want to go ahead and follow us over there. You type in peeachyteatyme, and that's time spelled with a Y, Tyme. That way you can go ahead and get that. And then when you live, you can watch us on both, right? So that way you can comment and also watch, right? What kind of, who doing that? Some other people, but nobody doing it better than us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doing it better than us.
Nobody doing it better than us.
That part. So, last but not least, guys, please make sure that you are sitting in your letters, man. We have November. This is almost up. We're still looking for a family that we want to give a special gift to. And we have an amazing gift at that. So send your letters in for a family that had lost someone due to gun violence. But we want to make sure that we send them nothing but love and an amazing gift that memorializes that family member. So again, we still have this month left. So make sure you got time to send in those letters. And then make sure you following us, man. We got a lot of great things happening here on Peachy Tea Time. You did?
Yes. Yeah, I ain't gonna even lie. I gotta be honest, Jason. I gotta be honest. I was just about to show y'all something on IG. I was like, let me show them this right quick. And it was the situation. Y'all know I don't do celebrity gossip over here, but I was gonna show y'all the little video clip of Keke Palmer mama going off. When I say going off, and she went off so hard, not knowing that. I guess she didn't know she was being recorded, but she went off so hard. When I say so hard, that she called Usher gay. And it's being played back to back to back everywhere. And the way she said it, like it just flew right on off her mouth. Like it wasn't nothing. Like this is something everybody know.
Easy peasy.
Don't talk about my peoples. Don't talk about my peoples. My ATL folk. Okay. But the Lord stopped me. Jason, shout out the guy. Shout out the guy.
Okay. Your heart said different. He said, no, please don't.
Jason, the Lord stopped me in my tracks. As soon as I pulled up IG, right while you was talking, doing your little spiel. I don't know if y'all can tell I was looking up like this. Guess what was the first thing that popped up? You ain't gonna guess. You ain't gonna guess.
It's like no guess.
I just told you the Lord stopped me. And this is what popped up. Kiara.
Hey. Love it.
I love her. Can y'all see it? Can you see it, Jason?
We can see it.
Look at the baby. I'm finna
baby
flick
is
to
so
the next
precious.
one.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
She finna be a singer already. I can see it.
I can see it.
Look at that one. Look at that. Just
so
baby,
precious.
so precious. Just beautiful. Look at mama with all them rings.
Right?
Look like money.
Thanos over there with all the
you
rings
just
on
don't know how spoiled you finna be, baby. You is rich already. Baby, your kids gonna be rich already.
That part.
Beautiful, beautiful family. I am so happy for her. So happy for her. And Kiara, she went through a lot trying to have kids and everything. So when I tell you I'm super proud of her. Shout out to the family. I told you the Lord said you will not tonight, you won't. But what I will do tonight is show y'all these clips, okay? We will be showing the clips. And it is a little bit of explicit language. Y'all know how we get down over here on Peach Tea Time. It is what it is. As long as Mama Peach ain't in the building. No, I'm just playing. But we are about to get started. Don't forget my ebook. I finished my ebook, baby. I sat down. I did my own research. I played around on the computer until I figured out how to do it. And when I tell y'all, I'm so proud of myself. I have sent it to a few of my peoples, for them to read it and look over. I didn't send it to Jason.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Sorry, Jason.
no.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Jason be so busy. He be so busy.
You did, man. You did right. I would not have read it. I would not. I'd have listened to it. You got it on audio.
You will be able to listen to it just as well. But I will tell you this. Look, Jason, you was going fast again. Get your Wi-Fi messing up. He'll move. He'll do it like the Exorcist. He'll just go. He was going to town. I don't know if y'all saw what I saw. But he was turning to the Exorcist for me. But what I will say is it is definitely a story. I can't stand Jason. It is definitely a story that I cannot wait to share with you all. I will be showing you guys. Yes, I will be showing you guys the cover of it tonight. So a lot of people, Jason, don't know what it's even about.
Right? Yeah, no clue.
Some people thought that it was going to be about StreamYard. They thought it was gonna be about StreamYard and the editing, for how I get the show and stuff together. Yeah, that's what they thought, but no. It is far from that. far from that. Far from that.
No.
So again, I cannot wait to share that with you all tonight. So y'all stand by. It will be going on sale. Thanksgiving. Yeah, it'll be going on sale for Thanksgiving, y'all. So again, it's a quick read. So please support your girl as much as you can, okay? Support your girl. It will not be no outrageous price at all. There go the Exorcist again. Okay, y'all.
I'll be back.
We better get started before Jason pop out the damn screen. There you go. I'm sorry. I tell you, sometimes I would crack my own damn self up. Do you hear me? I would crack my own self up. But I'm for real, y'all. Y'all stick around because I will be showing the front cover of my new ebook that I have written for the very, very first time. I never did nothing like this before, y'all. Except for when I was in elementary school. Oh, and I did poetry in high school too. Yeah. So I done wrote some stuff, Mama Peach think I'm an author already. She been telling me, I want you to write some books because you're going to be an author. And I'm like, no, I'm not, Mom. But when I wrote it, it was like, oh my gosh, it was like therapy. It was like therapy. It was like I couldn't stop. I just kept going and going and going. I shedded a few tears while I was writing it just as well. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So I definitely, again, will be promoting this from here on out.
No stopping the promotion on this.
Ain't no stopping.
You got the commercial already? We got a commercial already.
I ain't got the commercial yet. But you already know, Jason. You know me.
Yeah.
You know me so well.
Right.
It's on the way. It's on the way. All right, y'all. We talked enough shit. Let's get started.
Owner of a driving school is accused of sexually assaulting one of his students.
Police say that 61-year-old Ronald Avery Eglin assaulted a teenager during drive time at the Texas School of Driving. Well, Fox 26's Jade Fleury is live in Southwest Houston. Jade, police think that there might be more victims.
Caroline, yes, they do. Ronald Eglin is the owner of the Texas School of Driving here on Alameda Road. And according to court documents, he forced himself upon a teen. And police believe that teen is not the only victim.
So we're having our back to school special.
Facebook video posted in 2018 shows Ronald Eaglin promoting his business.
So we are sponsoring a back to school drive.
Fast forward to a news conference Thursday morning, and Houston police are asking for other possible victims of Eaglin's to come forward.
At this time, we are seeking the community's help, as we believe that there may be other victims out there.
A 17-year-old told police Eaglin sexually assaulted her on October 2nd during a driving lesson. He was charged 25 days later on October 27th.
Without going into too much detail, I mean, he is utilizing his role as a driving school instructor to make contact with his victims.
Court documents show the teenager was driving the vehicle for student learners when Eaglin told her he would help her press the gas pedal. The teen says he began rubbing her thigh. When they got back to the driving school, the student driver says Eaglin asked sexual questions and put his hands in the teen's pants.
It is very disturbing and difficult to kind of imagine someone doing this and taking advantage to unsuspecting teens.
Court documents also show Eaglin had videos and pictures of other girls on his phone, causing HPD to believe there were more incidents of sexual assault.
There are currently 4 police reports involving Mr. Eaglin.
Police say several other people from 15 to 19 years old claim Eaglin enticed them to perform sexual acts.
That is a factor into why we're reaching out to the community and asking for potential victims to come forward.
HPD has filed a formal complaint against the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation in regards to the Texas School of Driving. The TDRL says that Eaglin is currently a licensed instructor with his license expiring next year. HPD encourages anybody with any information on Ronald Eaglin to come forward. Reporting from Southwest Houston, Jade Fleury, Fox 26 News.
So you come, you go through driver's training, and you can't drive, but hey, I'll let you pass that test, baby. I'll let you pass the test. let me rub on you for a second.
Come in and say, how bad do you want to drive? You know what I'm saying? How bad you want that license? Because that's terrible.
Oh, dirty bastard.
You dirty little bastard. I will go whoop his nasty, perverted ass. I promise you he will get uppercuts and kicks
on
off
his
to the
own
side.
driving school.
Oh, yes. Back to school time. Yeah, you nasty. You the only one excited for back to school.
You the only one.
You dirty
baby,
bastard.
I gotta go, baby. I gotta go. Gotta be there early.
It's back to school time. Big ass collar, man. This in 2018. You wearing a 70s collar. Yeah, it's back to school time.
I couldn't believe it.
Bro.
I said, you nasty man.
And when I was sitting here thinking, I was sitting there like, how can you like force yourself? And then I thought about it. I go, man, yep. He abusing that right leg. Let me look, just accelerate a little bit more. Don't go too hard on the pedal. Here, let me push your leg. That's
and
terrible.
I'm sitting here,
man.
but I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, what mama is gonna take their child to this man? And then I thought about it. A light bulb came up, Jason. I bet you this man charging $20 a child. $20 a child.
It ain't expensive. It is not expensive.
Out the door, baby. $20 out the door.
It ain't expensive to get your license with me. Period.
Not with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Not with me.
And that's terrible.
All I need to do is rub on a little leg, little thigh, baby. Just give me a little thigh.
But that's the bad part about it, right? It's like I got girls, man, and at no space are they safe right now.
Nope. Not
10 years to 15 years ago, it was the church. 10 years ago, it was the school. Now it's driving lessons. Like, I am literally gonna give them everything that they need. Like, you don't need to go to no one to do this. I will be in the car with you. The driver got to be in the back seat. We using my car. That's what we do. We ain't letting nobody else drive with you by themselves. None of that. No, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird out here, man, especially because he's utilizing his privilege as an adult and as a supervisor role, you know what I'm saying, the supervision role to You know what I'm saying? To do that, because how in my world, I'm trying to understand that you can literally pay for what you're getting. Like what you want out of these young women, you can pay from older women, and everything will be just fine.
Exactly.
You can pay $100-$200 and act as if she was 15 and drive this car and do what you want to do. Role play all day.
All day long.
But instead you want to corrupt and hurt and break these young girls down, these teenage people down for your own gratification. That's terrible, man. That's terrible.
You better say it, Jason. It's a sad situation out here, y'all, in these streets.
Because you're messing up their trust, man. You're messing up their trust as they get older. They're not going to trust as much as they will when they're older now. You know what I mean? So when they're trying to get into relationships and they find good men, and good men are trying to, really courting and do them correctly, they're not going to have that willingness anymore because of what you've done and what they've been through.
Yep. Yep. I agree with Jason 100%. 100%. Mine ain't going nowhere. They just not
going nowhere. My babies ain't going nowhere.
They're just gonna stay in the house forever because I don't trust nobody besides Gigi, Daddy-O, and Mimi. That's about it. I trust my kid's godmother. I trust my best friend, all that. But for the most part, I don't trust a lot of people with my kids. Real talk. But okay, y'all, let's get into the landlord. Jason, the landlord, done went crazy. The landlord has went crazy.
Only a matter of time.
And the landlord knew everybody. Queens, baby. Queens.
Dead, stabbed to death inside their home, apparently by their landlord.
Police say the 54-year-old landlord walked into the precinct and confessed to the murders. Eyewitness News reporter Morgan Norwood live in the scene in St. Albans, Queens. Morgan.
And guys, within the past half hour or so, we've been able to move a little bit closer to the scene where you can see police still working inside that home right behind me. This afternoon, we are learning more about what led up to all of this. Of course, a tenant-landlord dispute in which authorities say it happened after the tenants allegedly refused to pay rent. That dispute ending in a deadly and grisly discovery here at the single-family home on Milburn Street, St. Albans, Queens. Authorities say they rushed here after the suspect walked into the precinct 7 o'clock this morning, telling a security officer that he was having issues with his tenant, saying, quote, "I did something bad."
Upon arrival, the responding officers found 2 individuals, one adult male, one adult female, in the basement bedroom, unconscious and unresponsive. The officers rendered aid and called for EMS. The officers then went through the remainder of the house looking for additional victims and found an adult female upstairs in the upstairs bedroom, also unconscious and unresponsive.
Such a horrific discovery. Police say one of those women, believed to be around 51 years old, she was found face down in her bed. Right now, they're investigating, trying to figure out whether they were stabbed in their sleep. Those victims there, they're now working to identify them. The suspect we know is being held at the command center. He has requested an attorney.
But wait, Jason. We ain't done. Peep this one out. Y'all listen closely.
With a gruesome triple murder in Queens, police say a landlord admitted to stabbing his girlfriend and 2 of his tenants to death over a rent dispute. And good afternoon, I'm David Navarro.
And I'm Liz Cho. A senior police official tells us that the landlord will be charged with murder. Police say he turned himself into the 113th precinct early this morning and told officers that he did something bad. That is when police went to the home on Milburn Street and found the 3 victims.
Eyewitness News reporter Morgan Norwood live in St. Albans with more. Morgan.
David, Liz, according to that senior police official, that suspect, that landlord, being identified tonight as 54-year-old David Daniel. They say he stabbed his girlfriend and then 2 of his tenants over a rent dispute, over unpaid rent. All of this apparently dating back to the COVID-19 pandemic. Police rushed here to this home on Milburn Street in St. Albans, Queens, not because of a 911 call, but an apparent confession.
Earlier this morning, a 54-year-old male walked into the 113th precinct, stating to uniformed police officers that he was having issues with his tenants. The officer inquired further and the male stated that he did something bad.
Police finding 3 people stabbed to death, a man and 2 women. A couple found in the finished basement. A woman found upstairs, face down in her own bed. Police say the suspect appears to have stabbed his tenants over unpaid rent.
This appears to be a dispute over rent. Did it have to come to this?
Oh, of course not. No, never. To come down over rent, it's crazy.
Alfred Felder and his cousins say that they were shocked to learn what happened with their neighbors.
You would hardly even hear a peep from anybody.
For hours, this home swarming with police. They say it appeared to be well kept, with nothing inside pointing to children living there. Only a seemingly growing animosity between landlord and tenants.
We're still investigating how far back this may have gone.
And in addition to that rent dispute that police indicated, a senior police official also said that Daniel had issues with his girlfriend as well. Police are still working to identify the victims tonight.
He done took out his girlfriend over some rent.
Look. Okay.
What is going on with the world?
Okay. If it's true.
Break it to us. If it's true, what happened, Jason? Tell us.
If it's true. Allegedly, no one paid rent since COVID. So that's 3 years of back rent. And he the owner of the house and the property. The taxes just went up. Taxes talking about going up. You know what I'm saying? What, 10, 20%? $2,000 over the year?
They should have asked somebody that look like they own their own house instead of somebody that look like they renting. You know, maybe we would have got a different response.
That part. At the end of the day, they're correct. You should not be dying over. But here's the thing. If he turned himself in, what happened was he blacked out. He seen his shorty go crazy. Shorty probably ain't giving it up no more. Money is an issue in the house.
Yes, Carmen. Yes.
And they got these other people in the house. He said, "You know what? I'm sick of this shit," and blacked out.
Oh, y'all got to go.
Everybody. Yep. I'm not getting my money back. They stopped giving me the money from the city, and I might as well go to jail because I don't know what else to tell you. Everybody got it. He walked in the precinct like, "Yo, I just came back to life. Like, I did not know this happened. There's some people in this house. I think I did something bad." And when you say I think I did something bad, you lost it. You left this world. Your body took over, and anger and all that other stuff. It took over. It's terrible, very terrible. But at the end of the day, something broke in him. Something broke in him, and that was just it. Look, if you ain't had rent paid since 2020, and it's about to be 2024, it's a lot of money.
Still don't go out trying to kill nobody, y'all.
I mean, not but these wasn't just particularly nobodies. These wasn't nobody. These are the people that should have been paying their rent.
True. Yeah, you're right.
And the thing is, right? Think about it this way, right? Under certain laws and under certain things in certain states, he couldn't evict them either.
No.
Due to Corona and all that stuff. He can't get rid of them because they probably under certain law, certain this, certain that.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I'm sure.
Hey, look, man, here's the thing, man. Like we've been telling people, man, over and over and over. Yo, you don't know what people going through. You don't know what's the last straw. You don't know what the camel back look like. All that might have just played a factor. And he said, "I am done with all of y'all." Oh, that bitch sleep?
All out.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
He said, "We all out. We all out." But he said he gonna live to see another day.
Live his life in prison.
This is so sad, you know. But this is even sadder. Our next story. I want to read to y'all what happened first before I play y'all the clips because I want y'all to really understand what's going on this story. Jason, have you heard of a young lady by the name of I'm not gonna say a young lady, a story about a young lady by the name of Genesis Escobar?
I have Chicago? Not. No.
When I tell you this, some deep shit. Let's get started, y'all. Let me pull it up so y'all can see what Genesis look like. Absolutely.
Is this anybody related to Pablo?
No.
Not
at all. At least I wouldn't think it is.
Right.
This is her. This is Genesis. I'm try to make it bigger. Can y'all see that?
It's not. You don't have it up. You don't have it up.
Oh, okay. Hold on. There we go. So let me go back. This is Genesis. This is her. And the title reads, Pregnant Chicago Woman Who Tried to Rob Drug Gang Shot to Death. She was 7 months pregnant. But this story gets interesting. Genesis Escobar was 7 months pregnant when she and her boyfriend decided to rob some drug dealers in Chicago. When I tell y'all tonight, y'all don't want to leave off of tonight. We got our 2 top stories up now. According to cops, the doomed scheme kicked off when Escobar climbed into a vehicle parked in the Windy City's rough Belmont Cragen neighborhood around 1 p.m. on Wednesday. But her intended victims turned the tables and shot the young woman in the shoulder, back, and hand, cops confirmed. Escobar's body was then dumped into the street by her killers, who added a cruel final touch when they covered her body with cash before fleeing the scene.
Shit.
Don't you say nothing, because we got to play the video, because I got something I got to say too. Her chivalrous, whatever that word is, boyfriend.
Chivalrous.
Yep. Her chivalrous boyfriend, who has not been named, had been waiting outside the vehicle when the shooting erupted. Now, Jason, I saw the video, the full video, but I cannot play it on here. But you will see part of it during the news broadcast. Police sources told the Chicago Sun-Times that the baby daddy grabbed some of the cash and fled the scene as well.
Wow.
Let me go back.
Wow, he set out what they had to do.
Boyfriend, who has not been named, had been waiting outside the vehicle when the shooting erupted. Police sources told the Chicago Sun-Times that the baby daddy grabbed some of the money, some of the cash, and fled the scene as well. So he, after they dumped the body, he went and grabbed some of the money off of her and took off. While she
There's no chivalry in that. There's no chivalry in that.
Baby. Escobar was left alone, gasping for breath on the ground. She was later pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. Her baby also died in the shooting. The Sun-Times reported that Escobar had a lengthy arrest record. That's the young lady. She had a lengthy arrest record and was on probation for misdemeanor battery at the time of the murder. She was also under indictment for possession of a stolen motor vehicle. The expectant mother had previous charges of retail theft and drug possession dropped. I don't want to go into what their mama said, because I want to go ahead and play y'all the clip. Okay? And then we're going to come back. So give me one moment. What these questions looking like? Why is he unnamed? Exactly. Yeah. Carmen said, they were both crazy as hell. Yes, they was. Hey, BG, we see you, girl. We see you. All the way from Cali, baby. All the way from Cali. All right, y'all. Let's get into the news broadcasting clip.
Here at 10 with that breaking news of a pregnant woman shot and killed. Very bizarre circumstances and a horrific crime scene. The killer left behind hundreds of dollars in cash on the body. Let's get right to CBS 2's Jermont Terry live at police headquarters for us tonight. Jermont.
Joe, as detectives work to find out who shot, then dumped this woman's body on the street, the family and friends of this 21-year-old are distraught, not just by how she died, but they say this person also killed her unborn child. Chicago police roped off the intersection of Laramie and Montana. They were called to the Belmont Cragen neighborhood for shots fired. Officers arrived to find a woman bleeding in the crosswalk.
My heart is broken in pieces.
Family and close friends identified the woman as 21-year-old Genesis Escobar.
She was also 7 months pregnant with a baby girl.
Iris Alvarez tells me Escobar came to visit Alvarez's daughter at this building around 1 Monday afternoon.
She texted my daughter and told my daughter, please help me, I'm in trouble. But my daughter was sleeping.
She and her daughter were awakened by 4 gunshots.
Looked out the window and seen that the vehicle, someone opened the driver door, walked around the vehicle, pulled the body out and threw it at the floor and drove off.
But before dumping the woman on the ground, witnesses say the driver pulled out cash.
They threw a bunch of money on top of her.
What does that represent in your opinion?
I don't know if she was into some kind of trouble.
When Alvarez's daughter rushed downstairs, she discovered her best friend gasping for air. Crews rushed Escobar to the ER.
When we got to the hospital, unfortunately, the baby was not able to be saved.
Friends say Escobar was looking forward to being a first-time mother. Family and friends can't understand why anyone would shoot a pregnant woman.
I don't care how much trouble you're in. I feel that for a person to do that to someone doesn't have a heart.
Now, while this crime appears to be targeted, Chicago police do not have a motive, nor do they have anyone in custody tonight. Reporting live at police headquarters, Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News. Joe?
Such a sad story, Jermont. Thank you. Now to a breaking news update. Police are looking for the shooter who killed a pregnant woman and then left her body in the middle of the street.
And now Chicago police are telling us that pregnant woman was allegedly trying to rob a driver when she was shot. Just disturbing details in this story as it unfolds. CBS 2's Zelle reside live at the 25th District Police Station with more about what happened here.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Very unusual and devastating circumstances surrounding this shooting. Police say that the shooter took off, leaving hundreds of dollars in cash on that victim's body. The victim, 21-year-old and 7 months pregnant, was shot multiple times after getting into a car, and police saying demanding money. We're told shots were fired both from outside of the car and from people inside of the car. In this video, you can see a big crime scene. This is near Laramie and Montana around 1 o'clock yesterday. Family and friends identifying her as 21-year-old Genesis Escobar. The shooting apparently happened near a family friend's home. They tell us they found Escobar shot in the street after hearing at least 4 gunshots.
They threw a bunch of money on top of her.
What does that represent in your opinion?
I don't know if she was into some kind of trouble.
Now, we do know the shooter took off in an unknown car. The woman and her unborn baby, unfortunately, died at the hospital. Right now, police say they are investigating and no one is in custody. I'm reporting from the 25th District Police Station. That's all resides.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I apologize for that. They asked the mother, what does that mean to her that they left the money out there? Jason. You know I love to revert back to movies. Y'all know I love to go back to movies. And the first thing that I thought about was the movie In Too Deep. Do you remember that?
I do.
When Jermaine Dupri tried to steal Omar Epps' necklace. And him and his homeboys came and beat the brakes off of him before he could even take it. And when they got done beating him up, Omar Epps went over there. He kicked him real hard and then took off his necklace and said, you can have that shit. That's how I felt about this situation. You tried to rob me? You really tried to rob us over this money? And now look what done happened. Now you dead.
Look what done happened. That part.
You can have this money. If it was that serious, you can have it. And on the video, she had one leg out the car and one leg in the car. So it was like one booty cheek sitting in the car, the other booty cheek sitting out the car. And then all of a sudden, her boyfriend walks up. That looks suspicious right there. And he got a hoodie on. With the hood on. And she's like sitting, she's in the back seat. And she's sitting there. And then here he come walking up. And I don't know what was said because you don't hear anything. But something was said. And before you know it, boom. They both start shooting. Like this girl was not sitting in between them. Because they on the other side of her. He's standing on outside the car door. And so she in the middle. And then the driver takes off. But keep in mind, her foot was still out the car. One foot. And he done took off. And she done got shot all these times. They dumped her in front of her folks' house. And threw the money on her. Now, Jason, some people are saying that the money blew out the car. Like they were trying to get rid of the money. And it just was flying everywhere. But majority of the sites and what the news and the news articles is saying that they dumped that money on her. And that boy came and picked up some of the money and took off running. Boyfriend, baby daddy, allegedly baby daddy, took some of the money and left her gasping for air. And she done helped your ass commit a robbery.
How you hear me?
That's her up there, y'all. That's her up there in the corner. And that's the boy, too. That's baby daddy. That they got him. He is in custody. That's him. That's what he looked like. And then that's her. So go ahead, Jason. I know you got something.
Here's the thing, man. And I think Carmen said it. Like, what, like, this is gonna sound cold-blooded, B. Like, what you expect? Just because she pregnant mean that a thug, a gangster, a gang member, someone that's really about that is just gonna be like, oh, you pregnant? All right, man. You tried to rob us. You not even steal. Like, you tried to rob us, meaning that y'all had some other shit in mind. Like, y'all had to either have weapons on y'all had to do something in order to get us compromised to take our money. So, with that being said, since y'all wasn't smart enough to get, this is some movie type shit. Like, you didn't get it done. This is what happens. Yeah, they probably did get out the car and go, and he was dropping it on here. All the money that you was looking for that you want, it mean nothing. Your life means nothing to this money because I'm gonna get this back tomorrow. Smack, and then got in the car and took off.
I can see that happening all day long.
All day long. This is some hood shit.
Detroit.
This is nothing like
New Orleans.
Here's the thing, man. Like,
everywhere.
When your back is against the wall, I guess they feel like they gotta go do something. They gotta make that next move. They gotta get themselves out of the woo 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 or set themselves up to be the next. I don't know. But at the end of the day, y'all made a decision that lost 2 lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, they made a decision not to trust the Lord. That he gonna see you through.
He gonna get you through it. Y'all gonna make it. Just get on the right side of the road. Get on the right side. Like, it's very, very disheartening to know that this is in our streets. This is happening to our people, and it's something that is always the conversation. You know what I mean? It's always the conversation at hand. It could be less than that. It doesn't have to be this bad. It doesn't even have to be bad like this. But when you're dealing with the devil and you're dealing with those things that are in that spirit, this is what you get. You're not protected. You're not protecting yourself.
Yeah.
You know? They out here committing this. Why would you? I just wouldn't think to go rob another. Like, I wouldn't think to rob a gang member. That's just not in my thought process. I don't know how you would think that's the smartest thing.
I think I'm gonna make it out in the clear.
And make it in the clear.
And nobody else got shot, y'all.
Right? How he gonna send this girl to go do it? Shouldn't she be the driver at the end of the day and he be the big dog? Man, see, but there's just so much.
And she's not the first, and she ain't gonna be the last.
That's it.
Y'all better watch for my woman if it still come out. It's so many young ladies in prison right now, today, because they decided to do something stupid that their boyfriend or their baby daddy told them to do. Because why? They ride or die. They ride or die. I'll do anything for you, baby. Okay, let's go rob a bank. We ain't gonna get caught. Okay. You gonna be that dumb enough to believe that? You believe it. Baby. All right, y'all. Let's get into our Wednesday night commercial. When we come back, I will be showing y'all the cover of my first ebook that I will be dropping on Thanksgiving. I was just about to say Christmas. On Thanksgiving. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. All right, y'all. Let's get into this commercial. Here we go. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Jason tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if we got a special guest, thank you, special guest. I thank you for coming, sharing your story. But y'all make sure y'all watch us each and every Wednesday, okay? Each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Where you said? You said where? Roku TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, baby. Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, peeachyteatyme, time spelled with a Y. And make sure you also follow me on all the other platforms just as well. Thank you so much for joining us each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Back to the show we go, baby. We going back. Bye. We are back. All right, y'all. Now, after I show y'all this cover, we are going to go straight into our main topic for tonight, because I got to make sure that we get all the clips in for it. But this is our last story for tonight. This is something that happened in Dallas. Similar to the other story, but not quite. 2 nurses was murdered. But when y'all hear the details, y'all are going to be blown away. Okay? So, but first, here is the cover of my ebook, baby. Woo. Yes. Will I ever have a baby? How I dealt with a miscarriage or 2. Author Tennille Davis. Yes. So this is what I decided to do my very first ebook on. Something that I know about, something that I'm knowledgeable about. We also will be getting into fibroids in this story just as well. So it's definitely a good ebook to read. I definitely want each and every person to go out and purchase it on Thanksgiving. I will be posting this on all my platforms. So y'all will be seeing this cover a lot. But this is something that I made all from scratch, all by myself. I want to give a shout out to my cousin Tam, just as well. She gave me some pointers on it. And also to the people that read it, that gave me good feedback on it. Every person that read it, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every person that read this said, "Oh my gosh, I'm ready for the next one," because of the way I left it at the end. And I did it purposely because I will be doing another series to it, baby. Yes, I ain't done. But yes, this is the name of the book. It is based on a true story. It is my life. It is my truth. It is very, very, very detailed just as well. So if you listen to it on audio, please make sure you listen to it with your ears plugged in. You got your headphones on and everything. It ain't for the kiddos. It's not a lot of cursing at all. I believe I just used one curse word. Ass. Kiss my ass. That was the only curse word that I used in the whole book. It is a total of 15 pages, I believe. 15 pages. Each page have pictures on it, visual just as well. Y'all know I'm a visual person. And when I tell y'all this is something that's definitely dear to me. Very dear to me. If you guys have been watching my show since day one, you already know that I did have 2 miscarriages, and you know that I had a stillborn just as well. So you also know that I did a show with a young lady from London. Shout out to London. They watching me, baby. They watching me. Come on, now we couldn't hardly understand what she was saying, but baby, we got it. We got what she was trying to get. She was giving it to us, baby. She was giving it. But it was an awesome show, so you guys can definitely go back and watch that on YouTube. But again, y'all, I would definitely want y'all to go out and purchase this book. It definitely means a lot to me, and I want to see these numbers run up. You know, I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much at all. I work hard. I try to give y'all all the content that I can give y'all. I give my opinions on it, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I just try to be honest. And this is one thing that I think that you guys will definitely enjoy. You will be waiting for the next one. And I'll be bringing it. I'll be bringing
That's
it.
it.
I would definitely.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Let's get into this last topic, baby. Y'all saw that first clip. Just in case you didn't, here it go.
Hi there. Nestor Hernandez is accused of shooting and killing 2 healthcare workers just moments after his girlfriend had given birth. Hernandez, who was actually out on parole at the time for aggravated robbery, was granted permission by the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to be at the hospital for her delivery. After the baby was born, police say he hit his girlfriend with a pistol that he brought in with.
Charged for murdering 2 Dallas hospital workers took the stand today after hours of testimony that confirmed he fired the deadly shots.
Nestor Hernandez shot social worker Jacqueline Pakua and nurse Katie Annette Flowers last year at Methodist Dallas Medical Center. His version of what happened is a contradiction of what his ex-girlfriend told the jury and does not really seem to be supported by the very disturbing video evidence from the scene. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joins us now with more. Alex.
Yeah, you know, Nestor Hernandez says that he had a very rocky relationship with his then girlfriend, Selena Villatoro. You know, she was at the labor unit having just delivered their son. He says the day of the shooting, he expected to walk into the hospital to sign the birth certificate for their baby. Now, when Hernandez got to the hospital, he walked by the nurse's station and went to the hospital room. He said he began arguing with Villatoro. She was upset that he was drinking alcohol. Now, his testimony was filled with bad language and claims that are really hard to believe coming from a previously convicted violent offender. Hernandez claims that he had placed a pistol in Villatoro's bag the day before and pulled it out as social worker Jacqueline Pakua walked into the room. Now, he testified that he grabbed the pistol only because he had a buyer for it and was intending to sell it, and not because he intended to use it to harm anybody.
The nurse tried to stop the fight. She got in between us, and she yelled, "Stop." She's like, "Stop." And next, you know, the gun went off. And we stopped. Everything slowed down. I was kind of confused for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that Selena said, she was like, "What did you do?" You know, and I was like, "No, man, it's your fault. This is your fault." You know what I'm saying? Because the nurse, she was kind of like leaning forward, and then she ended up falling back. Boom.
Now, although Hernandez said he did not intend to shoot Pakua, the jury already heard testimony from his ex-girlfriend that Hernandez made it clear he would kill whoever walked into the room. Now, moments after the first gunshot was fired, we know from body camera video that nurse Katie Annette Flowers and Methodist Hospital Police Sergeant Robert Rangel peeked into the room to investigate the sound. That is when Hernandez fired 2 more shots.
I opened up the door, and I opened up the door like with my right hand. I opened up the door and I shot out the door. Boom, boom, twice. I shot the door twice.
Did you see anybody outside the door when you shot?
No, I didn't even look outside. I just shot.
What was the purpose of that?
I was so panicked. I just shot somebody. You know what I mean? I was real panicked.
And Sergeant Rangel had fired one shot that hit Hernandez in the leg, causing him to retreat back into the room. Hernandez testified the reason he kept yelling at Villatoro to give him the baby was so that he could protect the baby. Villatoro was eventually able to get the gun away from Hernandez and throw it out the door. Now, when asked by his attorney if he intended to shoot either of those two healthcare workers, Hernandez said that he did not. Now, it's an important point to make because if the jury believes this version of events, the defense, of course, contends that then the jury should find Hernandez guilty of the lesser charge of murder. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out.
Y'all are in luck. Y'all in luck. Y'all don't have to wait to see how it all plays out because you're going to see it right now on Peachy Tea Time. Okay? Now, I want to talk about this young man. Jason, I literally sat and listened to his opening statement. It was an hour. I also turned around and listened to her statement, opening statement, and it was an hour. So these are the things that I do for Peachy Tea Time. Because I can't come up here and not know what I'm talking about. Okay? I gotta be able to tell y'all something. So this young man said that he felt like she had been cheating on him. He said that how can I say this in our words, in our term? He was burning. Like back in the day with people. You know what I'm saying? They don't say that nowadays.
He got that's
what he meant. Yeah, that's what he meant. That he was burning. He goes up there to see the baby. Now, he on tether. They allowed him to go up there for the delivery. And he went up there. Yeah. Yep. So they let him go. He went up there. She had the baby and everything. He came up there with a beer. She was telling him, no, to go on ahead and go back home. You know, why is you up here with this? They gonna get you. All this stuff. He's still complaining about some guy was in here right before him, making himself mad. She telling him, no guy was here. He told a whole lie. He said that they was arguing. He said the woman came in, the nurse came in. When the nurse came in, they was fighting. The nurse got in between them because she said that she had to get up and go use the bathroom. That's what the woman that just had a baby, she gets up to go use the bathroom. He said he initially came to the hospital to get the gun because he put the gun inside the baby bag, in her makeup bag, inside the baby bag, which was all a lie. All a lie. So apparently he came in with the gun. Okay, but let's go ahead. Let's listen to another clip. Okay, I can't even get it out. Here we go.
Police identified the two women who lost their lives tending to the mom of a newborn at Methodist Medical Center in Dallas. Investigators say Jacqueline Pacua and Annette Flowers were shot by Nestor Hernandez. This morning, we are learning more about his extensive criminal history.
And for the first time, Carrollton police are publicly reacting to an interaction they had with him a few months ago. Suzanne Bruner is live in Dallas this morning. And Suzanne, the Dallas police chief, also reacting to this tragedy.
Yeah, Mark and Kara. So Nestor Hernandez was arrested twice this year while out on parole, once by Dallas police in March for a parole violation and once by Carrollton police in June. Here is some body camera footage that WFAA obtained of that arrest where Carrollton officers were working an undercover drug investigation. You can see Hernandez seemed agitated and slams his head against that police car. He was booked and released again in September. And look at this. Late last night, Carrollton police tweeted Hernandez's mug saying they arrested him 4 months ago on a full extradition warrant and shared their frustration with DPD. But more on his criminal history this morning. In 2011, Hernandez was arrested for aggravated robbery, but got a 2-year plea deal. He was arrested again in 2015 after he robbed a woman, beat her up, and threatened to kill her. Legal experts say he should have been sentenced to at least 25 years, but prosecutors agreed to an 8-year prison sentence.
That's a real big clue. This guy's dangerous and going to be in continuing danger. There's no way he should have been pled to 8 years.
It's frustrating.
It is almost like we're swimming upstream.
And what makes this even more frustrating is Hernandez didn't even serve the full 8 years. He was released with an ankle monitor a year ago, which he was wearing at the time of the shooting here at Methodist Dallas on Saturday.
Okay, make it make sense. You want the police to go and get these folks. You want them to go out here, risk their lives, and pick these folks up for the court to turn around and let their ass right on back out again.
Well, and that's the part that a lot of people don't understand, right? When we talk about this, the law and law enforcement are two different things, right? From when I gotta go get you and apprehend you and do stuff because you've done this or done that, doesn't correlate in the systems, right? For myself, being a part of the system the way I have, I noticed that, like, say, my driving record for a while was really, really bad, right? Because I didn't believe in certain things, you know what I mean? And what I mean by that is that I found out late that the law when it comes to automobiles and driving and tickets and all that kind of stuff is separate from court and court charges you may get. So if you get like a ticket, the ticket may be for, let's say, careless driving or whatever the case may be. Whatever that runs under when it's filed is just for driving and license law. That has nothing to do with civil law. And those laws are completely separate. So even when it dwindles down to like this particular thing or whatever he had in his past is going to be the same thing. Some things that are criminal and civil are two different things. So he might not have like a lot of criminal law that's going to cause him to be in jail for X amount of time or for a length of time. So they'll let him go, compared to when we see that he got arrested for something civil. You'd be like, oh, he should have been in there forever. Well, his criminal law doesn't back that. So we are not going to keep him for that long. Doesn't make sense. So when we look at the story like this, we're like, dang it, why wasn't he in jail for much longer? Why they let him go for boo-boo? Because he probably had good time. He probably had this, he probably had that, you know? And shit doesn't match out. And that's why we have attorneys. The attorneys are meant to look at these antiquated laws and see how we can slither our way through to get you either good time out of here to get done with this and complete it, or you have, you know what I'm saying, the prosecution where they're like, no, we're going to stand firm on what's out here, and this is what we know of the law to be, and you're going to get this.
Wow.
So that's why he's out. That's why he was able to, you know what I'm saying, move around, tethered up. And then when you have a tether, when you're on an anklet, you get one day out of the week to go out and do whatever you want. And if that's not his day to call in and be like, yo, my baby is being born, I like to go see it. They're like, yeah, you got an hour. Go ahead. So in that hour, he turned up. Guy got a couple drinks. And he made it over there like, yo, I'm here. And she like, get the fuck out of here.
That hour of him on tether is like an hour of a person with a restraining order. They can't get to you fast enough. You see what I'm saying?
He said once he's
just
there,
because you have a restraining order on paper, that's not going to stop you from getting beat, getting killed, whatever. It's not going to stop you. They're going to get in trouble more. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get more time probably. But the police is not going to follow you everywhere you go because you have a restraining order, basically.
Oh, no, not
They're
at all.
They're not going to follow this young man everywhere he goes because he has a tether on. And that's the issue.
Well, no, but then the thing is
that's
that
the issue.
He's GPS'd, but it's not gonna say like, oh, he can't go in these parameters. The GPS isn't set up to where it's like, oh,
like
not
car.
only like right. It's not, but it's not like not only do we know that you have a restraining order against you, we're gonna put these parameters on you. It's not set up like that. We're asking
it need
for
to be.
I
If
knew you was gonna say that.
If they could put one of them things in your cars, they called them back in the day, they called them low jacks. Put it in your car and cut it off because you ain't paid your car note. You could be at work getting ready to go home, but your car ain't started because you ain't pay your car note. Break that nigga ankle.
But here's the thing.
Break his
Here's the
ankle.
thing. Here's the thing. So what you gotta so here's how it's gonna look. I'll break that down for you, right? Let's look at that. So she's gonna have to turn on her notifications on whatever she have on her, so the government knows where she is. You don't even probably like that on your phone. You like, turn that. I don't want you to know where I'm at. No. So she has to turn on her notifications or her whatever to let her know where she is. The government has to know that. So then that way, when this young man and his GPS tether gets into the close proximity, then it's like you are using a lot of tax dollars for this one person's situation. I get what you're saying.
Wouldn't care.
I get what
If
you're
it's gonna
saying.
save a person's life, waste all the
But then
taxpayer
again,
money.
it's still what it probably won't. Like you'll have to have police out here just waiting for people to commit this kind of crime. That's ridiculous. That don't make sense.
They made very, very sure that Chris Brown didn't get next to Rihanna. they made sure that they need to feel the same way about us.
But I think when you say that those people have a lot more to lose than those people that we talking about right now. Chris Brown had a lot more to lose.
We are still
And his
here.
family members and all that did that. That wasn't the law. The law still is the law, no matter who you are.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying they can do some things different. That's all I'm saying. They can do some things different to save our lives. That's what they can do. Because this right here was senseless. Everybody was wrong. Security should have been more on point at the hospital, and especially like somebody said in the chat, labor and delivery.
Absolutely.
Do y'all know how many women tell their baby daddies, you can't come in the room? You can't come up here. No, you can't sign the birth certificate. Don't bring your ass up here. I saw you with Chan yesterday. Don't come up here. And but what they do, they come up here anyways. And Chan may come right along with them too.
Who?
Big bad and ball. Chan. That's who. Chan. Big bad and ball. Bitch, I'm here and I'm here. You know how they do. You know how they do. All
Pick
right,
better
y'all.
spouses, man. Pick better spouses. That's about it.
Pick better baby daddies and baby mamas.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
The spouses. Everybody ain't married. All right, y'all. Let's get into this next one. After this clip, I literally have the full video of the young lady telling exactly what happened. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it's heartbreaking. But here we go.
Day at Methodist Dallas Medical Center. In this surveillance video released by Dallas police, hospital staff are going about their business. And then you see Nestor Hernandez calmly walk in and grab a mask, then go into his girlfriend's room who had just given birth. What you don't see in this video is what Hernandez is doing in that room.
During that visit, the suspect pulled a handgun from his pants and hit the patient in the head multiple times.
Police say he tells her he is going to kill her and anyone who walks through the doors. Caseworker Jacqueline Pacqua walks into the room and is shot. What you're about to see is body camera footage of that moment. It is difficult to watch.
What happened? Hey, watch out, man. Watch out. What's 10 dispatch? Got emergency traffic. I got 10:30. A man with a gun up here.
Police say after Pacqua is shot, Hernandez then shoots nurse Annette Flowers standing in the hallway. Police say Hernandez reloaded his weapon and then started to walk out of the room. That's when Sergeant Rangel shoots him.
All I could see was a black pistol. You see it right now? No. He walked in the room. He was coming out. But if he had the gun in his hand, I shot one time and he went back in the room.
You hear Hernandez screaming at his girlfriend. Meanwhile, Sergeant Rangel is negotiating.
Okay, listen, we can work this out, partner, okay? All I want to do is just get the people outside, please.
Throughout most of the ordeal, you hear Hernandez's girlfriend begging him not to hurt the baby and then yelling at police not to shoot him.
I'll give you my word. We're not going to shoot him. Come up with your hands up in the air.
Dallas police say most of the video was heavily redacted and in some parts only released audio out of respect for the Flowers and Pacqua families. Both of them died from their injuries. In Dallas.
Now, I would have been screaming, don't shoot him either. Because you don't know if you're going to accidentally shoot me or my baby. Mr. Officer, because y'all on the other side of the door. Just like when he started shooting, he don't know who's on the outside of that door because he shot two people. One of the nurses came inside the room and he shot her. She ain't even stand a chance. The lady on the outside, the white lady, she went to go see what was going on. Don't do that, Jason. Don't do that, please don't do that. But y'all know, this is PGT Time. Here on PGT Time. Just never know what's going to happen on PGT Time. That's all I got to say. And Jason, don't do that.
I ain't got nothing, man.
We finna get into this next clip before me and Jason say something that we probably shouldn't be saying. You know, it's like we watching a scary movie right now. We don't understand why
I am
they got
terrified. I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
We don't understand why you going to the monster.
Why you going to the...
Why go to the monster? I ain't talking about this lady. I'm not talking about this lady. I'm not talking about no man. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm talking about a little dark kid. Why go to the monster? Here we go. This is what happened.
On October 21st, here at Methodist Hospital, Selena Villatoro gave birth to a baby boy. The baby's father, Nestor Hernandez, was there.
Like, whenever my water broke, he's the one that took me over there and he stayed, you know.
Hernandez was on parole for aggravated robbery and was on an ankle monitor. He initially wasn't supposed to be at the hospital, but got permission from his parole officer to visit Selena and his newborn son the next day. Selena says he texted before he left the house around 7 a.m.
We were texting good at first. Like, when he woke up, he FaceTimed me. He was like, how's the baby? Is the baby okay?
Selena says he didn't show up until just before 11 a.m. and appeared to be drunk. This is surveillance video of him inside the hospital.
I was mad, you know, because he had a beer in his hand. Like, how would you come into the hospital with a beer?
She says he would get mean and jealous when he was drunk. He began accusing her of having another man in the room before he got there.
He's like, nah, you got me messed up. Who's been in here? Like, I'm not done. He's like, I told you to stop playing with me. He's like, nah, we're gonna die today.
Selena says she was holding the baby in her arms, terrified he would kill them and anyone who walked through the door.
He was like, press the button, press the button. I was like, no, you tripping. And I had my baby right here, and he hit me on this side, and I thought he was gonna hit the baby. And he just kept hitting me.
She says that's when Jacqueline Pourquoi, a hospital caseworker, walked in.
Yeah, she had the papers, and he got up and he just went like around. He just shot her, and I was like trying to make eyes with her, like I don't know. I was just like kept looking at her, like trying to like, I don't know. I don't even know what I was trying to do. And then he shot her, and then that's when all that just happened.
Surveillance video released from the hospital shows what happens next. Police say Hernandez walked to the door and shot Nurse Annette Flowers. A Methodist police officer fired his weapon, shooting Hernandez in the leg.
A man with a gun up here.
Selena says Hernandez came back into the room and reloaded.
He went in his back pocket, and he got like a little box of bullets, you know. He started like reloading or whatever, and he just kept saying like, yeah, you see, like, you thought this was a game, like, we're gonna die today, like, you enjoy your time with your baby, like, we're gonna die.
Selena says terrified, she tried to calm Hernandez down, and now he had the gun pointed at her.
He had the gun, you know, just pointing. I knew he was like gonna kill me and then like kill himself.
Can you come out? Over here, please, come out.
Officers were calling for Hernandez to surrender, but Selena thought they were also talking to her.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to leave my baby. I don't know. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to die. I didn't want to die in front of my baby.
Please, man, just do me a favor. Let them outside, please. Let them outside, please. That's all I'm asking.
In the video, you can hear Selena screaming and begging for officers not to shoot at Hernandez.
Hands up! Okay.
Don't shoot him! She says she was trying to convince him to surrender, but he kept hitting her while she held the baby.
He was so close where he hit me, like he could have hit him and, you know, he would have died too. Or just like, it's just crazy. I don't even know why he did that. Like, I kept asking him too, like, why would you do this? Like, what was the reason?
Selena says eventually Hernandez, who was shot, fell over and dropped the gun.
I jumped up and I got the gun, you know, like, and the officers were like talking to us and stuff and was telling him, like, you know, to come outside. And I was like, I got the gun. I was like, I'm gonna throw it outside. I got the gun.
Dallas police officers who had been called to assist took Hernandez into custody. Selena says thinking back on that day has been difficult, especially knowing 2 innocent women lost their lives.
I'm so sorry for their loss.
Selena says she has a lot of regrets, like staying with Hernandez after the both of them went to prison at the same time for robbing a woman. She says after they were both released, she went back to him, even though she knew he was controlling, angry, and drank too much.
I should have left him whenever I seen how he was getting out of control with his drinking.
Selena says she has not spoken to Hernandez since that tragic day and has no desire to ever talk to him again. Instead, she says she's trying to focus on getting her son back. CPS took the baby and placed him in foster care. Selena says she does get to see him every day, but hates she can't take care of him or buy him the things he needs.
Like, it's just so hard right now. It's so hard.
Selena says she never imagined Hernandez would do something like this and says she wishes she could have stopped him. In Dallas, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
Nestor Hernandez currently sits in the Dallas County Jail, charged with 2 counts of capital murder. His bond is set at more than $3 million.
Well, there we have it. That's the story.
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So she was with him when he committed that robbery and was supposed to do, well, he did 8 years, but was facing 25. She ended up getting out before him. I don't know exactly how many years she did, but she got out before him. So this is how I look at it. Heifer, you had 8 years. 8 years at least to get away from him. 8 years that you could not talk to him or nothing. And you still turned around to be with him. After you knew what type of person he was. You knew what type of person he was. You was with him. He allowed you. He wanted you to. He insisted that you come along with him to rob somebody. Don't no man that love his girl want you in any type of harm like that. And you turn around and go back to him, and you get pregnant? Girl, if you don't go and sit down somewhere. What you gotta say, Jason?
Speechless. I have nothing to say. This is what? What do you want me to say, man?
You ain't gotta say nothing. Here goes the last clip.
Shot and killed 2 employees at a Dallas hospital last year will die in prison. Nestor Hernandez showed very little emotion as the verdict was read, less than 2 hours after jurors started to deliberate. Afterward, the family of one of the 2 victims faced him in the courtroom and called him a coward. Fox 4's David Centenry live in Dallas with more reaction to the verdict. David?
Yeah, the jury was quick and to the point. It deliberated for less than an hour and a half, and ultimately Nestor Hernandez did not even flinch when that guilty verdict was read.
We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant guilty of the offense of capital murder.
31-year-old Nestor Hernandez will serve life in prison without the possibility of parole for shooting and killing Jacqueline Pakua and Katie Annette Flowers at Methodist Dallas Medical Center last year.
You are a coward. She was the only parent I had. And now I have none because of you.
Flowers' family members spoke directly to Hernandez after the guilty verdict.
There's nothing I can say to you. It doesn't matter.
You're never going to care.
If you knew my mom, you would know she was an angel on earth. She lived for her kids, she lived for her grandkids, and she lived for her patients. You know, the ones that she was caring for the day her life was tragically taken by someone who doesn't even deserve to be breathing the same air as the families in this room.
Hernandez was drinking alcohol and coming down from a methamphetamine high when he accused his at-the-time girlfriend, who had just given birth, of cheating. Hernandez hit and pistol whipped her. He then shot Pakua, who entered the room. Moments later, Hernandez shot Flowers, who was in the hallway.
I just can't comprehend what kind of monster you have to be to not only abuse the mother of your own child, but then take the lives of two mothers from their children all within 1 hour.
A nearby officer shot Hernandez in the leg. Hernandez retreated to the hospital room where he called his mother before his arrest.
You couldn't walk away. We had to sit there and watch you cry for your mommy. After we sat here and watched over and over again how you made sure we will never be able to do that again.
Hernandez's attorney argued Hernandez should have been convicted of a lesser charge than capital murder. Hernandez claimed the initial shot went off by accident as he was fighting with his girlfriend, and the two additional shots were fired in a state of panic.
The jury made the decision, and we live with that. So I think it was a fairly well-tried case on both sides that will prevent anything from really occurring on appeal. So I believe this will be basically the end of the case.
Most of Pakua's family lives in Ghana. They were not in court. Flowers' family says the verdict was a relief.
He showed no remorse, so I have no remorse for him.
The Dallas County District Attorney did not do on-camera interviews after court, but he did release a statement reading in part, "Justice was done, knowing that justice is no replacement for these two innocent lives."
He had the opportunity. He was so angry at his girlfriend. So angry at his baby mama. You didn't kill her. You didn't kill yourself. Hell, you didn't even kill your baby. You killed two innocent people that you don't even know. They ain't make you mad. They ain't steal your money. They didn't beat your ass. They didn't do nothing to you. And now you're about to spend the rest of your life in prison because you done killed two people that you don't even know their first name. Damn.
Type shit.
You don't even know their name. And now you got to spend the rest of your life in prison. You deserve every bit of that. And I hope that they don't give that girl that baby back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate to be so cruel like that. I'm like Jason now. It may sound mean. It may sound mean. But come on. Like I think BG said in the comments, you pleaded for them not to shoot him. They asked you why. They asked why. Why did you plead? She didn't say because I didn't want them to shoot me or my baby instead. You know, sometimes during the conversation, she kind of acted like she didn't speak English.
Yeah, damn.
You know, but all jokes aside, it's hard for me to feel sorry for her because you've threatened people. You was with your boyfriend robbing a lady, and y'all threatened to kill this woman. He could have did it then. What you was gonna do? Run away in the wind with him? Cause you ride or die? I'm done.
So many empty homes, man. So many empty vessels. These people are not filled with God's love. You know what I'm saying? Like
You better say it.
like you really have like I can't have nothing, dog. They not filled. They empty. They out here. These are zombies, yo. These are active zombies, yo. Like for real. Everyone from wanting to rob gang members and you're pregnant, all the way down to having babies with people that don't have it all together. You know what I mean? Like he on meth and alcohol, and he's coming to the birth of his baby talking about we all gonna die tonight.
and got 50,000 tattoos just on the face. just,
Yeah,
on the
man.
face. Just on the
Hey.
face and neck. That would scare me enough to run away. I'm sure he got some extra ones while he was in prison for them 8 years.
That
And you
part.
come out of prison looking like this, man, if you don't go somewhere, I got time for you. Now look. Now look at you, lady. Young lady. Now you ain't got him or your baby.
You ain't got none of them.
None of them. Sad, 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 y'all. But y'all know me. I got to bring it. I got to bring it. When I see something that interests me, I know it's going to interest you. That's simple. Flat out. Okay? So we are out of here, y'all. We are out of here. We completed a whole show in an hour and a half. An hour and a half. I know it say 10:32, but we didn't start on time. We ain't start on time. There was a lot going on.
A lot
Jason
going
will
on.
tell you,
Lot
it was a
going
lot
on.
going on. Jason was like, what? Huh?
Right. Turn up the volume a
Get a
little
little bit closer.
All right.
But y'all, thank y'all again so much for joining. I love you all dearly. This is I know y'all like, what is this thing? This is supposed to be the holder for my cell phone, so I can look, but I don't like to keep going up, looking up like that, so I keep my cell phone down here. But I'm gonna take that off. But we finna get out of here, y'all. Jason, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Hey, man, keep your family close to you. Tell them that. Tell the ones, especially ones that are challenged with life, man. Tell them that they are loved, that God loves them. Even if you don't love them, just be like, God loves you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is real. He is something that can fulfill you. You know what I'm saying? Because people can't, things can't, substances can't, but God can. God can fill you. You know what I'm saying? So continue to be your absolute best, because being empowered starts today. We live life, we love unconditionally, and we seek growth. When we do all three of those, we're in our alpha state, stay primal, and get after it. Last but not least, man, protect your peace and drink water. Protect your peace and drink water. I love you.
And I'm going to say this. Check on your peoples, baby. Okay?
For real.
Check on your peoples. Check on your loved ones, your friends, your peoples, your folks, whatever you call them, because I got a whole bunch of names for people. But check on them. Check on them. And also, don't forget, my ebook. Don't forget, get y'all dollars ready, because it ain't going to be a whole lot of money at all. So get your little dollars ready so y'all can purchase this very, very, very good read, baby. Just learn a little bit more about me. That's all. Because I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay. Believe that. I'm here to stay. And listen to this quick little commercial. And you know you got to listen to my babies. You know you got to listen to them. We out here. Bye.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. If you or someone you know that has dealt with the death of a loved one due to gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police, Peachy Tea Time also provides a platform for missing person cases as well as wrongfully imprisoned inmates. Please like and share this video to get the word out, so the families can get their loved ones' stories out. Email peeachyteatyme at peeachyteatyme@gmail.com. You can also DM, inbox, or text to 470-620-9916. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Sabrina. And good night to you too, Carmen. I love you guys. Bye.